Illinois former Sheriff's Deputy Shawn Grayson guilty of second-degree murder in the shooting of 36-year-old Sonya Massey.
It's guilty. Second degree.
The verdict carrying a sentence of up to 20 years in prison, but Massey's family and other supporters had been hoping for a conviction on first-degree murder.
I'm fueled by rage right now. If you get an officer that says he's going to shoot you in the face, and then he shoots you in the face, and you only get second-degree murder.
Grayson stoic as the verdict was read. The jury ultimately finding Grayson shot Massey in her kitchen last year and that his claim of needing to use deadly force was unreasonable. This after Grayson testified he perceived Massey's behavior as a threat. The Springfield mother of two had called 911 about a possible prowler picking up a pot of boiling water and saying, prosecutors arguing Grayson could have left Massey's home after she ducked behind her counter and apologized. Tonight, Massey's father angry, but hopeful Grayson will receive the maximum sentence.
Because he showed no remorse. He was so cocky throughout this whole trial.
You felt like he was cocky?
Oh, yeah. Until today. Until
he was convicted.
Yeah. That knocked the smirk off.
And Maggie, we heard it right there. The Massey family furious. They didn't get that first-degree murder conviction. And this was a result of a late move by the defense. Explain.
Yeah, Tom, that's right. Right before closing arguments, the defense introducing that option of second-degree murder, perhaps to spare Grayson the possible life sentence that could have come with a first-degree murder conviction. Tonight, Grayson's attorney is not commenting. He's set to be sentenced in January. Tom.
Hello, welcome to episode 155 of Just My Opinion. In this episode, I'm entitling Guilty. Due to the recent verdict yesterday in the Sonya Massey case, survived having to do with Officer Shawn Grayson. He was found guilty of second degree unaliving Miss Sonya Massey. Pardon me. I believe that's fine and well, is that finally the system can finally see that this person, these police officers are doing wrong, and they're not slapping them on the wrist and giving them a hall pass and letting them walk away without doing no time or suffering no consequences of their actions. But here's the thing that kind of peeves me and pisses me off. How is it you tell the victim, which is Miss Massey, I'm gonna shoot you in your face, and you do exactly what you said you was gonna do, and that's not first degree homicide? I wonder why. I think we have came a long ways from the Black Lives Matter movement, and now I think the justice system is kind of seeing, like, no, you're wrong. You can't continue to keep brutalizing and abusing and mistreating these people. And they're finally starting to give out sentences and getting judgments against law enforcement. But I believe in this case, it was just a little bit too less. This was a great time to set an example out of him, so that maybe when the next person think about doing such deeds against anybody, not just black people, anybody, they would think, I can get the maximum. Now, he supposedly have 20 years. He faced from 0 to 20 years. I pray and hope that they give him the full 20 years, which is the maximum sentence under the law. I believe it can set a precedence. I believe it can go far away to stop to ask people, deter people from doing these type of things. I mean, Miss Massey was a mother of two, 36 years young, and she called the cops because she thought it was a prowler on her property. You called the cops to help you, and they wound up hurting you. What is we doing? You called the police officer for help, but in the end, you the one become the victim? What is we doing? Let's be honest here. What are we doing? That the person reaching out to you, that's asking you for assistance because they think they have a problem or somebody lurking on their property, can wind up being hurt. It doesn't make sense at all. At all, it doesn't make sense. Now I think the system missed a chance to make an example out of Shawn Grayson. But we got to call before we walk. At least we got a conviction. At least it's a step in the right way, in the right direction. And Miss Massey didn't perish in vain. And hopefully Shawn Grayson won't be out and be able to do this to anybody else. And all the cops that he served with and all the cops watching can see that no, we're starting to get in trouble for this. We can actually go to jail. We can lose our license to be a police officer. But more than that, we can go to jail. I would prefer the first degree, but it's a start. It's a beginning. And it's a testament that Black lives do matter. And you can't abuse and take advantage of and neglect us like that without no consequences. There has to be consequences for your action. To me, I don't think it went far enough, but I do believe it's a start. It's a foot in the right direction. Sorry that Miss Massey had perish, but maybe her perishing won't be in vain. Maybe her perishing can help start a movement. And show that this isn't right. You cannot continue to use brutality against us. Because to me, this was just a blatant brutality. The woman said, I rebuke you in the name of Jesus. I think name of Jesus, name of God. It's one of the two. I'm paraphrasing, so I may not know. And you said, I will oot you in your face. Wow. Then you actually pulled out your firearm and the woman ducked. She ducked behind the counterpiece. At which time you could have turned around and left the house. She wasn't coming forward. She didn't have a weapon. She was in pose of threat. But you actually ooted this woman in her face. Why? Why? I thought she was a threat. A threat to do what? You have your partner with you. You have a gun. You have a taser gun. You have pepper spray. You have batons. A threat to do what? And as soon as you said that you would oot the woman in her face, she said, "I'm sorry," and she bowed down. So how much was a threat was this woman? I mean, just tell me how much a threat she was to you. I believe this was first degree, not second degree. And the state really messed up, really made a big mistake. But at the same time, I have to still applaud them because we got a judgment. And as we know, so many times we have seen this happen to people, especially our people, and nothing happened. These people get off and walk. It took civil disruption in 1992 to make President Bush one, his father, take the cops up on civil rights charges. But we had it on tape. You seen at no time did they try to apprehend this man, take this man into custody. They just simply was beating on him, man. Must I go on and on and on? Of the brutality that black people are faced with. You know, it's a talk that we have when we coming of age, where we told how to deal with the cops. And it shouldn't be that way. But unfortunately it is. But it should never be that way. Rest in peace, Miss Massey. You and your families are my prayers. My condolences go out for you. I applaud the criminal justice system for getting a conviction. Black lives do matter. I don't know what has to be done to try to stop this. But it's a problem. Like, share, and subscribe. Also, check out Lit Conversations. It's a good podcast. They do good content. I'm subscribed myself, so I really enjoy their content. Go and check them out. I want to say thank you to all my subscribers for every like, every share, every comment, every dislike. I appreciate you all from the bottom of my heart. Thank you.